Welcome back. We are starting our first conversation for the morning, and it's all about Garifuna Clothing by Wanagu Designs. We are joined by Denise Enriquez, and she is a Garifuna designer. She creates Garifuna Clothing, and as you see, we have I even made an outfit change, as I told you. So we'll be here talking about some of her designs, including the ones that Josh and I are wearing this morning. Good morning, Miss Denise.
Good morning.
And thank you so much for joining us. Quite fitting, yeah?
Thank you.
So let's talk about Wanagu Designs.
Okay, so, well, Wanagu means our clothes in Garifuna.
Okay.
And we went through a rebranding because it was Barauda's Secret first, and then thereafter I moved on and started Wanagu Design. And Miss Emily Martinez Palacio, she helped me with the name. She's like, Denise, you need something that's about us, that talks about us. And really the whole idea of starting the design or the brand was to showcase our clothes, our style, our vibe.
Yes.
And that was the idea, and here we are. We have female designers or seamstresses that we use from all over the country, mainly Belmopan. So the clothes that you are wearing, that I'm wearing, it's from Belize Design. It's a family of seamstresses. Wonderful. So the mother sewed, and she's retired. The daughter sew, and her daughter sew. Then we have Wendy, or Miss Dativa Martinez from Belmopan as well. She's a career educator, but then she also used to do sewing as well of Garifuna Clothing. And the shirt that you're wearing, that's one of her designs. And so we also use Gulise's Closet in PG, Sarah PG, and we're looking at sourcing outfits from Honduras and Guatemala, the settlements in those areas as well, huge. Because the clothing, the designs are so different from settlement to settlement. Wow. So in Honduras, it's a bit more elaborate, and the skirts are wider and all of that. While here in Belize, you have the pleated and the different types of, still beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Honduras all the way to Belize, still beautiful designs, all different types. And
you know,
so forth.
a question that comes to my mind, Denise, I'm just looking at the clothes. There has to be some main components to Garifuna clothes, right?
There is. So there's the traditional elements, and for us, it's the piping and the tucks, and the use of print and check along with the regular plain material. So it's how those are blended together. That's where the as soon as you see piping and tucks, you know that's Garifuna. Yeah. Just like when you're looking at a Maya clothes or outfit, the moment you see that embroidery or that ¿cómo se llama? I'm so sorry. Ishel would, but that weaving that they do. The moment you see that on an outfit, the first thing that comes to your mind is Maya.
Yeah, there's a type of detail that is associated with the Mayan embroidery, and also similarly with the Garifuna clothing as well. Let's talk about some of the colors, though, because we do know that the primary colors for the Garifuna people are yellow, black, and white.
Yes.
But we're also able to play around with different colors as well. You are wearing black, purple, a type of green.
Yes.
Let's talk about some of the colors that you also have fun with.
Yeah. So we have fun with the African prints because that is where a big part of our heritage is from. It's a mixture of African and Amerindian. Garifuna are a mixture of African and Amerindian cultures. And so we tend to use the African print, but traditionally we use the plaid or the checks. And then we mix those depending on what you're using the clothing for. So women can use the clothes for farming or to be in the house, taking care of the home and all of that. Then they'll put on something else or drop the skirt or whatever the case may be and go to the farm, and then they band themselves and make sure they're doing what they need to do. Then they come back. Then there's the outfit for church.
Okay.
And then there's also the outfit for the dugu. There's a different type of outfit for that.
Let's talk about the different outfits then.
Yes. So, well, you're wearing one. You're wearing a gown and a skirt.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want us to show the audience more or less.
It's a fashion show this morning.
So I am wearing a chegidi and a gudu skirt.
Okay.
All right.
The chegidi is
the top.
The top.
And the gudu, G-U-D-U, this is the skirt.
Okay.
All right. So you can wear it like this, or you can wear what you're wearing, which is the gaunu and a skirt. So what they normally do is they drop the skirt. We're not stripping. So we drop the skirt, and here you are. You have on your gown under that. Okay.
Ooh,
so,
I love the gown.
And then you can put on it has pockets and all of that. Ooh. And you can dress this up. So you can put on heels and do whatever.
Yes.
And it looks cute.
I might actually want to stay in this for the rest of the show. This is cute. All right.
Okay.
So this
this
dress
is the
part.
gown.
Okay. Where would we go in something like this?
Okay. So you will go on a regular, like go out to eat or go out on a semi-formal event and so forth and whatnot. In that, go to dinner, and then there are the more elaborate gowns that then you'll use for a wedding or something like that.
And you also have an additional piece for your outfit as well. What is that for?
Okay, this is the headpiece. So traditionally, Garifuna people cover their hair, all right, from draft and whatever else.
Okay.
And so that's part of the outfit. So it's because of
your hairstyle this
style,
morning.
excuse me. But we cover it, and we cover our ears as well. Okay, and that comes with, and that's a part of the outfit. Okay, and then you tie it, and you can tie it anyway. You can tie it, but usually it's to cover the hair, and it brings it a different look, and then you have the complete look.
So this is our female attire this morning, but we also have Josh in his own clothing as well.
And I think this is growing on me. This is really growing on me.
So Josh has on Josh. Wow. Okay. Josh has on actually, we call it dashiki. So it's found its way into our language, dashiki from the African portion, but Garifuna, traditional Garifuna, we call it simisi.
Simisi.
Yes.
Simisi.
Yes.
Simisi.
Yes.
And there's no detail at the back.
No. So it's a shirt, and it's again, it's a play of the printed material as well as the piping. They usually don't use tucks for the male shirts, just the piping and the mixture of the printed material or the plaid along with the plain material.
So would this just be for typical daily use, very practical?
Some of it, depending. This is more kind of like a formal thing because of the type of material as well. So at Wanagu Designs, we decided that we wanted to kind of up the grade a bit. So rather than use the materials that are for everyday use, they're more high grade tailored material and linens that you can use for different events.
I mean, we can see that Josh is wearing jeans with this. Is that something that is normal? You just wear denim with it?
For the young people.
Okay.
Because the idea is to let young people and different people feel comfortable wearing the clothes. So you can wear that with a jeans, or you can drop the jeans. Don't drop the jeans.
Don't do it, Josh.
and wear a nice black slacks.
Okay.
To go with that, and shoe, and you're good to go for a formal event.
And that would be formal,
Yes.
Wonderful.
Exactly. And these come in not only short sleeve, but long sleeves as well.
Oh, that would be really nice.
You have to love the versatility.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
They're easy to dress up.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's go back to our seats. This was our fashion show, our 2-second fashion show.
I know, right?
But I want to talk about when you'd find most people purchasing these items, because you'd regularly see people wearing their cultural outfits during the month of November, but we also want to encourage people to wear these traditional outfits even outside of that 1 month of celebrating Garifuna settlement. So let's talk about other times that people could find themselves wearing this outfit? Like just what we mentioned, these events.
So what we're wearing right now are more kind of like a traditional type, but then we also have the dashiki dresses.
Okay.
So you can wear those for business. What I love about Wendy, or Dativa Martinez, is that she designed and Garifuna outfits for business, because she was a career educator for most of her life, 30-something years. And so, and she's also very much invested and entrenched in the Garifuna culture, and making the contribution in terms of us putting our best foot forward, etc. So whenever she goes into these business meetings and whatnot, she would have on Garifuna clothing in business style.
Yeah.
And so that's what we do also at Wanagu. We look at how we can create designs that can be used for business every day.
Do you have any items that are already made for people to just purchase, or do you go by orders?
No, for purchase.
Okay.
So we do small bulk orders
Okay.
with all the different seamstresses and designers that we use, because they, in their own rights, have their own business.
Right.
And so we schedule basically how much and what we're going to get, and then we put it on our social media page so people know what's available, and then they can get it.
And what's the sale looking like right now, since it's the month of November?
It's good. It's good, because usually around this time it's Culture Day and all of these different things, so people want to look good.
Yeah.
But some people lean more towards the traditional, and while others decide that they might want a little bit something more contemporary, something more modern, and that's the look that you guys have.
Yeah.
And do you see it going in that direction later on? Because it seems like there's a bit of a resurgence, in people wearing these type of clothes, like you said, in the professional setting. You go out and people are adorning their clothes with the traditional backgrounds.
Right.
Like as a designer, how do you, or what impact does that have on you, seeing people take on the designs a lot more?
Culturally inspired designs are the craze now in terms of the fashion world. So most cultures, they take their traditional designs and clothing, and then they bring it into the design world, so more couture and look. And that's what is more you can see now happening. But I think traditional clothing, there's a place and a time for everything. So throughout the year, it's necessary. The Garifuna people still very much engage in the Dugu and the other spiritual aspect of our culture. So the traditional wear, there's always a place for it. There will always be a place for it. However, as you said, there's a trend towards the more contemporary and modern look, and that is what Wanagu Design, or that's the niche that Wanagu Design wants to
You know what I was thinking of, Josh, this morning, where you mentioned cultural appropriation. Is there any moment where, maybe I should ask you this way: how do you feel when you see a person that is not of Garifuna descent wearing these cultural clothing and appreciating the culture of Garifuna people in this way?
I feel good when I see them, because it's something that it makes me feel as if they're okay. I understand and I appreciate this culture.
Yeah.
It's not a situation where I'm trying to appropriate anything. No, if I see I start to try to something else, then. But I think it's more a form of appreciation and acceptance. Because there was a time that the ordinary person would not just wear a Mayan costume or clothes, or Garifuna clothes, or even a Hindu clothes.
Yeah.
Only Hindu people will wear that.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think we're in an age where we're a lot more tolerant, we're a lot more open, and we want to express that. And how do we express that? I would buy a mestizo blouse and wear that with the jeans.
Yeah.
And
you don't have to be mestizo to.
And I don't have to be mestizo to wear it. However, I will wear it in such a way and carry myself in such a way that I know what I'm wearing and I understand what I'm wearing.
Yeah, and
I'm
you
not
pay respect
doing it,
to the
yes,
culture.
and I respect it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it just to be cute and to get likes on social media. I'm doing it because it's something that I feel comfortable doing, and the clothes are beautiful, and I want to wear it.
I think even more so when you know that by purchasing this article of clothing, you're supporting a designer
Yes,
like
and
yourself.
yes, you're supporting not just designers, but you're supporting women and people who are seamstresses that have their own businesses and whatnot. So whatever we make from it, they make as well, because they're the ones who are sewing the clothes. I don't sew the clothes, I'm more the creative director. I would draw and think in my head how I want the clothes to look, and draw that, and then I'll take that to the seamstress or the designer. And sometimes she would say, Denise, with this fabric or with this cloth or whatever the material, maybe we can do it this way, and so forth. So I value their judgment in terms of that as well.
Yeah. As the designer behind Wanagu Designs, where do you hope your designs to grow to be? What do you hope your designs to grow to be?
Well, I would want it to grow to be huge, like maybe a Victoria's Secret or something. But
that would be interesting, actually.
But
how you merge.
But still firmly being entrenched in tradition. So we're not going to lose the tradition in all the design, because that can happen. And so the idea is to keep the traditional look, and then at the same time make it in such a way that it appeals to people from all over the world, from any culture and so forth, because I think that's what other indigenous and ethnic cultures are doing. The Hindu did it with their Hindu clothing. The Chinese did it with their hang fu. You know, you're not seeing a traditional hang fu whenever you go to buy a Chinese outfit. You will see something more modern. And not only that, they can explain to you exactly which dynasty or which time period that came from, and so forth. So that's the idea behind Wanagu Designs, and doing that for the Garifuna, and they did it for the music. In terms of bringing the traditional Garifuna music into a Punta Parana setting. Benjamin Nicholas, he did it for painting. He has some beautiful paintings that are still up in the bank and different places of Garifuna traditions and stuff like that. And so we want to do it for clothing.
Yeah, absolutely. How old is this venture, or how young is this venture?
Actually, it started out as Gulise's Closet, which is based in PG, Punta Gorda. The seamstress there is Miss Sabal, Miss Devis Sabal. And then it evolved to Barauda's Secret, which is currently being run by Miss Jennifer Arzu Williams. And then we have Wanagu Designs. They have other designers as designs. I think Miss Aria Rodriguez, she does that in Tangriga and so forth. So it's been evolving.
Yeah.
And actually my Wanagu Designs is more of a contemporary, modern look to the traditional.
Okay.
Right. While the others are more a traditional look.
Okay. Well, how can we reach out to you through Wanagu Designs to purchase our clothing?
Well, we're online, social media, Instagram. We have an Instagram page, so you can just message us through there.
And the Instagram is Wanagu Designs?
Yes, okay. Wanagu Designs. And my number is 605-3814. I'm working on a website. Okay. Because the idea is we don't want to do more or less a brick and mortar type of setting. We want it to be online, completely online. And
so you don't plan to have an open store?
Not really. We do have a display area that we will use in the event we need to, and that is at Helping Hands. Okay. Resource and Intervention Center in the Mopan on 7th Tapir Street, Mountain View area. So that's where if and at any time I'm doing a display, that's where you can come and see the outfits and stuff like that. But mostly online.
And you still have pieces available for this
Yes.
weekend if anyone is late and have
Yes.
not purchased their items as yet, right?
Yes. We
For
have
both
this
male and
available.
female.
We have those available. We also have the dashiki dresses.
Okay.
And the contemporary items. They're on our Instagram page, so you can just page through them and then you give me a call or message me.
Excellent.
My final question to you is, what's your message to everyone as we celebrate Garifuna Settlement Day this weekend?
Okay, have fun. For all Garifuna, think about, it's a time of reflection for us too. Think about what has brought us here and work together as a people, support each other, and at the same time, celebrate being Garifuna.
Yeah.
Everything about being Garifuna is celebrating.
Wonderful.
We're wonderful people.
Yes, you are. Yes, yes, yes. Well, we want to say thank you so much, Ms. Denise, for joining us. We appreciate you lending us some of your items from the closet.
It's going to be hard to get them back. I
Yeah,
can tell you.
it's hard. It's going to be a hard one. But we appreciate you joining us here this morning and sharing about Wanagu Designs and where you hope to see the business going, and of course preserving the Garifuna culture through textile, through clothing. Yes. Alrighty, we are going to take another break, and when we come back, it's from clothing to drums and dance. Don't go away.